Chapter 11. Fright at the end of the tunnel. I hurried to the end of the nothing, the end of my tunnel, and screamed as loud as I could, Lee-loo, as if a sing-song, a call to the angels in the heavens. Lee-loo. A frantic call from someone who didn't like to regret actions, but was regretting actions. I just wanted things to be as they were only minutes ago, reunited with my boys. Lee-loo. I sounded like a bad backup singer, chanting and yelling, as if possessed. My hands went to the end of the tunnel. My fingernails started scratching through. "Dad, is that you?" I heard through the wall. It was them. I found them, but I couldn't reach them. How thick was this wall? 2 inches, 2 feet, or 2 yards? I pushed, I punched, I scratched. "It's me, I'm right here. I'm right behind this wall," I yelled, being loud but trying to hide any panic in my voice. "We can hear you, but we can't see you," someone said. I think it was Lee. I stopped my scratching. I sat down in the dirt in the near darkness and attempted a deep breath. This was supposed to calm me down, let me think, help me do the right thing. I managed a single breath, and I knew what to do. "Which one of you got there first?" I asked through the dirt. "I farted on aliens," Lou said, or at least I think he said. But it certainly sounded like Lou, and sounded like something he would say. At least he wasn't panicked or crying or both. Talking about farting and aliens, that was a very good sign. "Lou got here first," Lee said, as I pressed my ear to the wall where I thought the voices were coming from. "Okay," I said, "I'm going to go back up and then down Lou's tunnel. You both wait there, okay?" I heard nothing. "Okay," I yelled at the dirt. "Okay," they said, as if it were a big inconvenience to let me know that they heard our strategic plan, who knows how far under the earth, in our cave maze. It's a universal truth that things that are a big deal for kids are not necessarily a big deal for parents, and vice versa. "Okay," I yelled back, as if that helped, and I stumbled on my hands and feet from the end of nothing and towards something, towards the light, towards my boys. Up the tunnel, and not back down the darkness tunnel. Back up and out to the cave with the 3 entrances. Lou's entrance was the one on the right as I came out in the middle. Well, the right if you were standing in front of the caves, not if you just came out of one, as I just did. Then it would be on the left. Just to be clear. Clear in my head. Not stopping, no doubting, keep moving, down Lou's tunnel. It seemed shorter than the tunnel I had chosen, but it was probably only because now I had a purpose. I knew where I was going. I knew what was at the end. I heard their chatter before I saw them. I kneeled and crawled and monkey-walked my way deeper into the cave, and their chatter became more clear. I was about to shout, but wanted to make sure I could see them this time, not have a wall of dirt between us again. I came through one last slight curve and saw my fair-haired angels lit up by the skylights as if on stage. Our faithful Pepper was at Lee's feet, but he jumped over to me and went wild and crazy with excitement. "Are you okay?" I asked, but they both talked at the same time. "I farted on aliens and they ran away," Lou said, unable to hold back his enthusiasm. "They drove cars." He spoke, but I didn't understand what he was saying, as if it were in another language. It didn't matter. He was here and safe. "I knocked out a huge spider," Lee said, emphasizing the word huge. I hugged them and cooed and said, "Oh, and that's great," and other scribblings of banter that no one quite hears or listens to. But it's calming and reassuring, and that's what we're there for as parents. Ah, yes, to stay at the side of our children and protect them. Ahem. "Boys," I said as they kept talking, and I heard only things like spider legs and alien cars, but we needed to move. "We need to move. We need to get out of here," I said with authority. "We just found Pepper, though," Lou said, always the reminder that your reality is not necessarily the reality of a child's. "I'm so glad you found him, Lou, but we need to get out of here. I don't know where we are, how deep we are, or who else is down here?" I didn't mean to scare them, and I didn't mean to say that, but it's what was on my mind. I felt a quick jolt of panic that we needed to get out of there. "Should we go this way?" Lee asked and pointed to yet another tunnel that went the opposite way from where I came. "That's where Pepper was, I think." Ah, dear boys, I thought. The allure of adventure and the lack of most fears fuels their spirits like that of only those their age. "No, let's go out the way I just came in, through Lou's tunnel," I said. "But there are aliens in that tunnel," Lou exclaimed. In a moment of rare mental quickness, I responded, "That's okay, Lou. You can fart on them and they'll run away." I looked at him and smiled, and he laughed like an 8-year-old.